Hi, this is Jay from paulpolito.com, and welcome to the next installment in our Linux screencast series about GNU and Unix commands. 103.2 Process text streams using filters, Part 3. In this screencast, we will continue to talk about tools that can help us manage text streams. You'll get to know the following new tools: WC, sort, unique, tr, split, more, less. The commands WC, sort, unique, and tr. The WC man page says, WC, print the number of new lines, words, and bytes in files. And that's exactly what it does. The nice thing about WC is that it also counts the words of several files at the same time, as our example will show. The most common WC options are -C, identify the number of characters in a file, -L, print the new line counts, -W, identify the number of words in a file. The sort command takes the start of each line in a text file and rearranges the lines either in alphabetical or numeric order. In this example, I use sort on the sort_unique.txt file, which we prepared for you. As you see, the usernames in sort_unique.txt are now arranged in alphabetical order. One interesting sort command option is the -R switch, which reverses the order from Z to A or from 9 to 0. The sort command has many other command switches. For more detailed information, please have a look into the sort man page. Unique reports or omits repeated lines in text files. Assume that you have a file that contains duplicates of some entries. For one reason or another, you'd like to list the file without the duplicate entries. Unique does that for you. Combinations of sort and unique are also possible by piping the commands. Now you see the file listed and sorted with all duplicate entries eliminated. If you just rather list the lines that are duplicates of a previous line, you have to use the -D switch of unique. The tr command translates and processes characters of text files. Since tr is purely a filter, you generate input for it by using the cat command. Just to illustrate, here's an example. Let's have a look at the file translate.txt, which we prepared. This file contains names, addresses, and also space characters. Now, we change the content of the file and send the result again to the standard output. The command I will run now will substitute the range of numbers for the noted range of characters. The next example demonstrates how we can change the space characters into tab characters. And of course, it's also possible to send the output directly into a new file. The commands split, more, and less. The split command simply splits files into different, smaller pieces. Sometimes you'll have large files that you need to split into smaller pieces. The split command will do this in such a way that the cat command can be used later to recreate the file again. By default, the files resulting from the split command have a prefix in their name of X, followed by a suffix of AA, AB, AC, and so on. Split also lets you control the size of the output files and whether the resulting files contain whole lines or just byte counts. The commands more and less are so-called pagers because they display text files one page at a time. When applied to a text file, more and less start at the beginning of a text file and display enough of that file to fill our screen. Here's an example with the /etc password file. To navigate down in the file, press the spacebar. To return to the command line, you can either press the spacebar as many times as needed to get to the end of the file, or you can just press Q. The less command has a few advantages as it also supports additional scrolling options like the use of the up and down arrows as well as the page up and page down keys. Less also provides search options. I'll demonstrate this in the following example. Summary. WC, which stands for word count, prints the number of new lines, words, and bytes in files. The sort command takes the start of each line in a text file and rearranges the lines either in alphabetical or numeric order. The unique command reports or omits repeated lines in text files. The TR command translates and processes characters of text files. Since TR is purely a filter, you generate input for it using the cat command. The split command simply splits files into different smaller pieces. The commands more and less are so-called pagers because they display text files one page at a time. The less command has a few advantages over more as it also supports additional scrolling options like the use of the up and down arrow keys as well as the page up and page down keys. Less also offers a search option. Study points. Use all the tools named in this tutorial extensively until you feel familiar with them. Although they seem like tiny tools, they are very powerful and they are heavily used by system administrators. Therefore, you should expect some questions about all of these tools in the LPI exam. This is Jay from paulpolito.com, and thanks for watching this screencast about GNU and Unix commands. Until next time.